Man, I don't like it when that happens. It's just a harmless little brown house snake. Hey fella. But they're not always little harmless brown house snakes. Fuck's sakes. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Back to Basics, because that's what we're doing at the moment. We're going back to basics. Hello, this is Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals, fossils, shiny things, and things that glow beneath the UV light. Yes, we are based in Africa, so if you are new here, we are a wholesaler and we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we even think about shipping. That's only to make the cost of shipping a little bit more bearable, seeing that we do charge, well, not we do, UPS, DHL charge per kilogram. The more kilos, the cheaper the weight. Up until maybe 32 kgs, then they get all weird about specialized equipment. Regardless of that, Cara has got a little short story in the description. Please take the time to read it. It has a couple of T's and C's, like we give you like a week to claim and pay whatever you want. That's for the website as well. Although, top tip for the day, if you have a basket on the website and you haven't checked out, somebody else can go and claim that stuff, and then your entire order will be lost. I've heard a couple of very sad stories about that. People, 70 items just gone in a blink of an eye because somebody else chose the same item. Regardless of that, Coro's got another little Boulder Dash edition later on, maybe the first interval, and we got 2 trolleys again. Oh, Francis, that over there is Albert, and that's St. Peeware. It's lunch. Right, let's first start with a little bit of Malagasy blue calcite standing freeforms. These 2 here are rated as very good. They weigh 1.46 kilograms. Beautiful polish. It's very hard to lap calcite. These 2 little standing freeforms are going to cost only $27. That's flat number 13. Onto some Albert Mountain. Yes, that's the same Albert sitting over there. He owns a mountain, and the mountain is full of calcite. And these are some of them. Rated as good to A grade. These 12 little clusters. And look at this. This is some nice blue. Oh, in here. What that is, looks like Chalcedony. The guitar. So, Beware, what are you looking at, man? That sounds pretty scary, Tana. That is a beautiful calcite crystal right there, covered with a druzy. Quite a few of these. I'm just looking for some more blue. These do fluoresce very, very nicely. Here's another one with that sort of blue Chalcedony lining just beneath the druzy as well. And more. Very nice. Something a little different from Lesotho. The Kingdom of the Sky is what they call it. That's because it's pretty close to the sky. Look at that. That is an absolute winner. Little rabbit ears. Nice. Let me take this to the room and see if they feel it. All right, here in the dark room, I just have to find a torch. Here we go. There we go. They shine. The calcite is a beautiful hue of angry pink. Very, very nice. This one here, with a little bit of, looks like green to the naked eye. Let's just turn that over. A little bit more there. Interesting. Calcite in the center core of the cluster. It's Flip this over a little bit. See that side of the top Sydney? That's what's glowing a little bit. Yeah, no, very nice. I'm going to actually try the other torch because I don't know if it's what type of wavelength, but it is a different wavelength. Yeah, still glows a little bit pinkish, reddish. Okay. And as you can tell, they fluoresce beautifully. This flat of 12 Albert Mountain Lesotho calcite, so it's going to be $48. That's flat 986. Onto some polished Malagasy smoky quartzes. Interesting bunch. 6 of them weighing 1.235 kilos. Lots of lepidocrocite. Bit of a limonite veil there. Nice smoky. Interesting spindly little inclusions there. A lot going on in there. Always worth checking for an anhydro too. Horror hasn't been able to grab hold of these yet. There's a bit of a black tourmaline in the quartz. There's a little bit of amethyst there as well. Lots of lepidocrocite on the side. Yeah. Nice little flat of polished quartz. It's going to cost $43 for the 6. That's for flat 323. Oh, I got that right. 323. On to Zomba. Some partly polished Malawi dark smoky crystals. This one is absolutely stunning. Beautiful clarity. There's the sun. The sun's been a bit early today. So these little fellas here, where's the ticket? Where's the ticket? They're rated as A grade. They weigh 1.845 kilos. They're going to cost $39. That is for flat 199. Onto some etched blue chalcedony or blue lace agate that's been delivered from an acid bath. These 6 little fellas are rated as very good to A grade, weighing 1.19 kilos. Nice bluesy there. These 6 little etched fellas are going to cost $35. That's for flat 212. And then from Spitskoppen, south of the Brandberg in Namibia, we've got some beautiful rhombohedral orange calcite. And these are special because look at all the biotite. That's very nice. Biotite, mica family. Often see 1 in a flat. We've got 3 with distinctive biotite in this flat. Rated as good to A grade, 1.49 kilos for the 12. They're going to cost $24. That is flat 896. Then we've got some girasol or blue rose quartz, 2 standing freeforms. Rated as, what are they rated as? They're rated as very good to A grade. These two free forms, 1.17 kilograms for the standing forms, $44 for the two, that's flat 237. Next up, we got some absolutely beautiful petrified wood eggs from Madagascar. They are reasonably large, and they are 1.46 kilos for both. They're both rated as A grade, and they are beautiful. They're going to cost all of $33. That's for the two petrified wood eggs. That is flat 457. Then we got rose quartz hearts, also from Madagascar. Nice, beautiful, gemmy pink. Not quite large. They both weigh 1.97 kilos, so just short of 2 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $48. That's flat 452. Then some nice polished quartz with loads of inclusions. 12 polished fellas. These are rated very good to double A grade. There's a lot of chlorites here. Very pretty. One double terminated, also with a lot of... I actually don't know if that's chlorite. Probably chlorite. Nice double termination. What else have we got here that's interesting? Some amethyst, also double terminated with it's a nice rutile. Nice flat. Weighs 720 grams. Going to cost $51. Flat 210. Next up, we've got some really interesting botryoidal malachite specimens. So these are heavy, man. That's copper heavy malachite from the Congo. Rated good to very good only. What's the heavy one? Beautiful botryoidal formations. That's good for lapping. These two are going to cost $46. That is for 2.23 kilograms worth of Congolese green magic. Flat 201. Then we've got some more polished smokies from Madagascar, all 6 of them. And this one has it's a bit of a chip there at the top. What are these rated as? They're rated very good to A grade, 925 grams. That is beautiful. How about that bale? Hey, going on?
Down here, is it too noisy up there?
Yeah, noisy, and there's a bit more sun over here. Take your pick, Gaino. You can have anyone you want. Which one are you going to pick? That's 6 smokies. These are going to cost $37. That is flat 544. Then from Irongo, we've got some absolutely beautifully mint, lovely, luscious, glossy black tourmaline crystals. This one here, some aquamarine. That's always a bit of a bonus. So, zoom in a little bit there. They are on the small side, but I tell you what, those formations are perfect. Very pretty 35 little Irongo black tourmaline shell crystals. These are going to cost $45. That's flat 855. On to some Mumbwa. This is jacaranda amethyst from the northern parts of Zambia. Pretty close. Actually, Mumbwa is smack bang in the middle of the copper belt as well. So that's bordering right onto the Congo. 1.88 kilograms. These are rated all as very good. They are always large. But invariably, Mumba, like Luwena and most of the quartzes that come from Zimbabwe as well, it's hard to get them that they're not chipped, but these are pretty decent, and very little of that iron coating that sometimes comes from the Mumbwa deposit. Interesting texture to this window. Obviously underwent some traumatic millions of years for it to get those little botryoidal shapes. The 6 are going to cost $38. That is flat $950. Onto some Malagasy black tourmaline standing freeforms. Sometimes these are, I don't know, maybe I should go into the room and check, because it's either resin or calcite, but they do come with some fluorescent behavior. Let's go check these out. Let me just see, this is very good to A grade. They weigh slightly more than 2 kilograms. Let me take them to the UV. Alright, here we go, UV room. I see no evidence of resin or maybe a little bit there. Oh, that'll be resin likely. A bit of fillers. Let's try the other tool. No, not much going on there. Yeah, well, very little in the way of fillers and resin, only the one. There you go, decent fillet of standing tourmalines. It's going to be $61 for the 6, that's flat $351. Next up, we got some polished celestite spheres, little round geodes. Rated as very good to A grade. These weigh 2.3 kilograms. This one's beautiful. That's quite special, actually. Yeah. Bit of a nasty scratch there, but otherwise a very nice flat of celestite. These are going to cost $69. That is flat $907. And onto some Zambian more. Well, this is called Solwezi, which is a hop, skip, and a jump away from Mumbwa. Solwezi, sugar amethyst. Named so because of the obvious sugar coating on the sides. Oh yeah, this is a beauty. Nice clean windows as well. They weigh 1.8 kilos. They are rated as good to very good only, $28, and that is flat $245. Malagasy rhodonite points, so 12 of them. These weigh 2.04 kilos, rated as good to A grade.
We are.
Hello, Ali.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
I'm good at you.
Happy days.
Thanks.
This looks a bit interesting. There. Just a little bit of quartz, a bit of iridescence, maybe just a bit of mica. 12 rhodonite points. These are going to cost $58 for the 12. That is flat $352. We go onto a bit of a roll now, or a sphere roll, so to say. We've got rubellite from Madagascar. That's pink tourmaline in a quartz schist matrix. Bit of smoky quartz in there as well. It's subtle, just like a light hue of blue, which I'm going to assume is lithium. These are rated very good to A grade. See, that's definitively blue. Easy to assume that these little spheres with the rubellite are pretty much almost one and the same deposit as the lepidolite right there next, because the lepidolite also has pink tourmaline, and that's hence the presence of lithium blue. Anyway, these 6 are going to cost $63. That's flat $549. Then to the actual lepidolite, lithium-rich spheres. You can see there's quite a bit of pink tourmaline included with these. There's a bright splash of actual lithium. That is very cool. More lithium. Got lots of lepidolite, no problem. But those little splashes of blue, that's pretty cool. That's pretty special. Rated as very good to A grade. Oh, then I put that down as good. That's just me. But yeah, nice to see so much lithium in the lepidolite. A little pink for relief as well. These 6 little lepidolite spheres are going to cost $57. That is flat $540. Oh, more spheres, because we're on a roll. Petrified wood spheres. These are rated very good to A grade, weighing slightly more than 2 kilograms. Very, very nice. These are going to cost $48. That's for 6 petrified wood spheres, flat $667. And same place, different location almost, but stromatolite spheres from Madagascar, also known as Kabamba jasper. Still working, or Cara's working on a Kabamba song, because she's got a degree in music, so I think it's only right that she does the creation of the song. And then we're going to have a little Kabamba song dance-off. Rated as very good to A grade. These weigh 2.415 kilograms. That's stromatolite. $55 for the 6. That's flat $438. Onto the centre of the trolley, and we're greeted by some nice fibrous black tourmaline from Erongo. A amount of feldspar in the mix there as well, but look at these beautiful, delicate little sprays of black tourmaline. Specimen weighs 1.11 kilograms, rated as A grade. There's some nice feldspar formations on the back. It's going to cost $76. That is flat $864. Then a large cordierite or water sapphire sphere. This little fella, 5.5 kilos, rated very good to A grade. The sun has disappeared slightly on me, but I think you might be able, I can make it out with the naked eye. There are loads of electric little blue sparks just beneath the surface and in between that blotchy red feldspar. Let's see the cordierite. Was it water sapphire cordierite, also known as iolite? There we go. Look at those blues there, man. That's wicked. Very, very nice. This large sphere is going to cost $253. That is flat 49. Onto a nice polished point with a large curtain of chlorite. Beautiful clarity, look at that. Rated as very good. It weighs 1.375 kilograms. It's going to cost $39 only. That's flat 467. Then we've got a large-ish, medium cabinet size prehnite specimen cluster, petroidal formations there. This is from Beaufort West in the Northern Cape. Prehnite, interestingly enough, is the first mineral in the world to be named after somebody. I think it was a Dutch doctor, the governor in Cape Town at the time, early in the 18th century, that got the prehnite named after him. 1.385 kilograms. This little prehnite's going to cost $47. That's flat zeros. Then onto some really crystalline, gemmy malachite on top of malachite. Those crystals, man, those are beautiful. Large crystals as well. From the Congo. 1.4 kilograms, rated as A grade. This crystalline malachite specimen is going to cost all of $102. That's flat $490. All right, it's all happening.
Where's Brian when you need him? He's vanished. Okay, all right. You guys, so this relay race, Boulder Dash. So you're going to choose who your teammate is by choosing a piece in here, except that one is mine.
Okay.
So you're going to choose a piece.
I'm for that one.
Amethyst. Okay, Amethyst. Okay, great. So Brian is fluorite. That's our contestants for the show. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure.
That's all I need you for.
Cool.
So I'm just going to move the pieces according to who won what. So there were 3 votes for yellow, or for 3 of these, and that was these 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, can I count? 1, 2, 3, and then 2 for that. Okay, now we're going to read Articolomite. The winning answer was green, which I'll put down in the comments down below. We're playing a round of Boulder Dash. I'm trying to go as fast as possible because I know Francis has lots to do. Boulder Dash, I'm going to give you a word. You're going to choose the definition, of which we've asked Audrey, Kat, and Brian to give us what they think the definition of these words are. The word for today is grey whacker, and I'm going to start off by reading our 4 definitions.
Grey whacker. Spell
Grey
that.
whacker. GREYWACKE, or it also can be with an A, so GRAYWACKE.
Okay, grey whacker.
Right, our first definition: pink, a layer of volcanic ash that mixes with certain minerals to create grey whacker. Blue, a type of machine used in gravel mines. Green, a type of rare granite that is only found on the island of Aruba. And yellow, a coarse, usually dark grey sandstone or fine-grained conglomerate composed of firmly cemented fragments. Yellow. All right, let us know. There will be a poll and guess the answer. Okay. A quick explanation on the relay teams. So Amethyst last week was Gavin, joined by Kat. So Gavin and Kat are on a team. Fluoride last week was Nick, joined by Brian on a team. And Ammonite last week was Vusi, joined by Audrey on a team.
Yep.
And yeah, cool. And I forgot to explain the chrysocolla. The chrysocolla is the fourth teammate, which is all of you guys. So if you guess the correct answer, like last week, so there were 3 votes for the correct answer, this little fella is going to move along, and if you keep guessing the correct answer, then this little fella will win, and that means you guys win. So
Greeting, Francis and Carrie-Ann, and a warm greeting also to our live show viewers. Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. And yes, here we are in Antananarivo, Madagascar. And yeah, Nick and I are here sourcing gemstones, semi-precious, but still precious to us. So yeah, we'll just give you a quick rundown of our missions today. Got a few places to go,
Trying to get hold
but
of Cynthia.
the best person
En
to
route.
elaborate further is Nick. So I'll pass on the camera right now.
Manawana. T Andy, T Eddie, Kuriabi, Sarabi, Kuriabi.
Eddie from Madagascar. Eddie from Madagascar.
Yeah. So this is the Malagasy family. It was originally with Dennis, Wongi, which is
My mom.
your mum,
And my dad.
and Eddie was like the adopted brother in the family. We've been together for almost 30 years now. That's a long time, you know. And yeah, it's a long history. We've been around Madagascar a lot.
Yes,
Phew. Yeah, as Bandazakas and Galvantsuls and there's copper, and then it was mining and all sorts of things and that over the years. But today, that was what you asked me. Today we are going to go and probably see Cynthia, who's got our Dumortrai ashtrays, and then we're going to go to Sila.
Sila for the satisfied, beautiful redwood.
Yep. Sila used to work for us in the factory in Antalatamassia for years. Now he's been very successful by himself, and he's got a really nice big yard. He's got baths, petrified wood bathtubs. He's got slices like this, tables made from petrified wood. He's got plucks, ashtrays, and the most beautiful things he makes out of petrified wood. So he's like he's the Bois de Saphir king of Madagascar. So we're going to go and visit old Sila, go and catch up. Okay, we're following the turkeys. Come on. Look. It's Annie's pet turkeys in the yard here. He said they're too tame, he can't eat them now. There's 2 chicks as well. Look. There he goes.
Right on to the second trolley. We say hello to some Agerine from Malawi. 1.57 kilograms worth of good to very good grade Agerine, orthoclase. Nice orthoclase. Crystals, side portions of Agerine. Adversenite there as well. It's a slight greenish tinge.
Ukachipima iphepha popayi manje uphela. Manje uthwathinthisa namaphepha khona manje la.
There's quite a lot of that fissionite. It's over there. Nice flat Azurine. It's going to cost $40 for the 6. That is flat $5.90. On to some Tolerite. Some chrome flavoured Chalcedony from Zimbabwe. A little place called Ntorashanga. Go figure name wise. Palmstones. 1.4 kilograms. These are rated as very good to A grade. A nice little juicy vug there. Ooh, it's nice. Check that out. Put on my torch. There you go. Very nice flat of Tolerite palmstones. It's going to cost $54 for the 12. That is flat 140. We all know about Sashi River Red, and just down the stream in the Limpopo, we got some Limpopo agates. Definitively a lot browner than the reds of the Sashi further upstream.
Beautifully polished.
Very nice polish, very nice translucency as well.
He's trying to say hello. His tail's wagging. Come, Fig. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Teko, did you accidentally throw rocks at a dog sometime?
They sense that.
These 5 little Limpopo agates, beautiful polished, slightly short of 2 kilograms. They're going to cost all of $33. That's flat 132. On to Kwaggafontein amethyst. These little clusters, they weigh 1.13 kilograms. Small dark purple from Kwaggafontein. That's our hop, skip and a jump away from Bukanatuk.
Did you talk about that, Sir Francis?
What's that?
Shouting at pigs.
Oh no, him and Teku have a strange relationship, eh?
What has opened?
I switched it on, and the reason why I went to fetch horses at the restaurant there.
Yeah.
She said they got no water.
Oh.
So I thought, let me switch on and see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fig's being wound up. Well, as Teko's being wound, periodly. These, 37 little amethyst clusters. They're going to cost $30. That is flat 102. Onto some Kunene River. Soda Light standing free forms. There are 6 in this flat. They weigh 1.59 kilograms. Rated as good, very good to A grade. Ja, koloma. Futseku and Popeye. I'm going to check if these are fluorescent 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. But some are very nice, and Now, it's been said that the soda light is becoming a rarity. I did see 7 tons of it available the other day on Facebook, so I don't know how true that is, but it is what it is, and it's here at the moment. Let's see if it fluoresces. Righto, in the dark room. Here we go, soda light. Ooh, hang on. There we go. That is good quality soda light. Happy days. There we go. These 6 little soda light standing freeforms are going to cost $67. That is flat 743. On to Book. We've got 70 small little, well, limonite mostly flavored Book. Just small little single crystals. These are rated good, very good to A grade. They weigh slightly more than 1 kilogram. They're going to cost $49. That is flat 329. On to the actual Sashi River, little nodules, partly polished. There are 20 of them in this flat, 1.66 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. Oh, these are lovely. Very nice. Much richer in iron content than the Limpopo versions further downstream.
Yeah. Hello,
That is nice. These 20 are going to cost $42. That's for some Sashi River Red Agate, flat 557. Then some silky malachite. We've got 6 fibrous little silky chatoyant beauties. They're rated good, very good to A grade, 1.81 kilograms. Yeah, that's very nice. Those little structures there. Nice. These 6 are going to cost $75, flat 559. Then on to some natural cobbed rhodonite from Zimbabwe. But I think that could have been a bit of black tourmaline in there as well. Just manganese. Nah, just manganese. 2.08 kilograms worth of rhodonite. Rated as very good. Some nice quartz in these as well. They're going to cost $26. That's for more than 2 kilograms worth of rhodonite, flat 814. Then we have some beautiful, I almost said Malagasy, Congolese polished malachite eggs. Just look at those beautiful patterns. It's quite heavy. These 2 eggs, it's quite large. When I say quite large, there's large. 1.5 kilos. Oof, that is heavy for both these eggs. You can see that these are, and I'd say 95% of all Congolese eggs are conglomerates. You can see there's a little bit of filler over there as well. Yeah, because malachite generally doesn't come in big bulk amounts, they're shells. So yeah, if you want a polished egg, invariably it is going to be a conglomerate. But this is excellently done, very beautiful. These 2 are going to cost $124. That is flat $545. Then from the Congo as well, some absolutely stunning chrysocolla. This is juicy coated chrysocolla, nice, beautiful hue of turquoise, rimmed by the malachite there, and all that shiny, beautiful, juicy over the top. 3 specimens in this flat. Here we got some copper infused druzy on top of the chrysocolla. Nice little bits of heterogenite as well. Rated as very good to A grade. These 3 weigh slightly less than 1 kilogram. Just look at that. Oh, that is a beautiful hue of blue. There's a traditional, well, I'd say traditional, bit of a pseudomorph. That is a chrysocolla after malachite after azurite. Little pseudomorph shapes or habits. You see there the chrysocolla covering with the druzy. Oh, there's another little pocket of shiny. They're going to cost $132. That is flat $473. Next up, some polished smoky points from Madagascar. There are 20 of them weighing 580 grams. They're rated as very good to AA grade. I'd say that's big grade at best. Nice little phantoms. Nice little flat of smoky points. It's only $38 for the 20. That's flat 304. We switch over to Zambia and we go to Solwezi, which brings us limonite. Limonite's always nice because, well, if they're clean, they are absolutely stunning. And they always, most of the time, they have very nice inclusions, such as this hematite inside the cluster. See, the hematite is slightly shiny. Little black specks, that's goethite.
Yeah.
70 little, oof, look at this one. That's a lot of goethite. Goethite for a good time. These 70, what are they rated? Good, very good to A grade. They $38 for them. That's a flat $793. Then on to some diaptase from Congo. These are rated very good to A grade, 530 grams for 12 clusters. This one's gorgeous, look at this. nice large crystals. This one's probably the worst of them. Still nice little specimen, nice and thin. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, this is beautiful. This flat's going to cost $210. That is for flat 72. Here we go. We got some nice, jolly blue demortierite from Mozambique. This material is extremely hard. Hey, Albert, you cop these, eh?
Yeah,
How hard is it to cop this?
it's not easy.
It's a benzapella. This is hard work. But hard work and hard polish makes for reliable, well, long-term,
Durable
demortierite. Yeah, durable demortierite. Thanks, Cara. That has a nice ring to it as well. 6 of these rated as good, very good to A grade. They are going to cost $44. That is a flat 117. Next up, we've got a very attractive flat of Irongo smoky quartz with loads of highlight opal. 980 grams. There are 75 little crystals and clusters. Some quite obvious amounts of highlight opal, others not so much. John, these are stunning. One of my favorites. There's a lot of highlight opal on this fella. Smoky quartz, anybody? Why, yes, please. Oh, so it doesn't want to focus. Well, so be it. Let's go to the dark room to see how much of this lights up. There we go. What have we got here? All right. Suppose it doesn't really help that I have them all in the white background. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just off the cuff, 13 of the 75 with highlight opal. There we go. It's a very nice highlight opal amidst the smokies of Irongo. This flat's going to cost $42. That's for 75 little beasties. That's flat 348. Onto some Beaufort West pre-night 2 clusters. Rated very good. Nice petroleum formations. They insist that this is Granny Smith apple green. I think of it's minty.
That's not Granny Smith apple green. I'm going to bring it Granny Smith apple to work.
Cara's going to bring us an apple to work. Maybe we can sell you an apple as pre-night. 1.33 kilograms. These 2 little pre-nights are going to cost $51. That's for flat number 1. Onto some resin-coated purpurite. So these are being polished, both sides for some. So this is a nice one. I'll show you the matte polish is actually quite attractive all on its own. So that's very nice. And then you've got this resin brings out like a kind of a chatoyan velvetiness to the purple. There's 6 of these in this flat, weighing 1.435 kilograms. Beautiful thin one. It's also polished. Kind of, yeah. You can see the guys have just been introduced to resin for the first time in their lives. But that is a beautiful purple.
Those are, I think, the last, pretty much at the last. There's maybe 1 or 2 other flats of that. And I think that was the better of them.
Cara says that we don't have much of this left anymore. 1 or 2 flats. This was the best one of the bunch.
I think you can hear me.
I think I can hear you.
You're just like repeating yourself. Repeating myself.
The repeating carousel. $55 for the 6, that's flat 790. Then from the Blue Mine in Springbok, the oldest copper mine, or the oldest kind of commercial mine in Southern Africa, closed down in the 80s, was responsible. Well, it was a blue mine because of the copper content. It was a copper mine. There was a lot of chrysocolla that came out of there, and this is some of that material. Basically, chrysocolla and biotite. There's 4 little towers here. See, there's a fair amount of hematite in here as well. Legend has it that the owner of the mine built his entire house out of this material.
That's cool.
Ugh. Cora thinks it's cool. I think it's repulsive.
What, you don't like this material?
Not all of it, some of it. Oh my God, I could see it's
A nice table.
a fence around the side, the
Wouldn't you
walls
like-
on the inside, everything made out of this.
This would make a beautiful countertop.
Countertop, sure. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's hard enough though. But yeah,
Isn't this a Jasper?
no, it's chrysocolla and biotite. Rated A to very good to A. $62 for the 4 points. That's flat 41. Then greeted by Josini. Josini is an area in the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. It's quite close to Mozambique. Back in the day, I suppose it would have been adjoined to Madagascar. Back in the day, you know what I mean. A large geode. Piece of a geode is 8.35 kilograms. There's a little bit of iron on these, but quite a large looking impressive geode. There's a nice bit of a copper bluish influence on the back. Rated as only good grade. It's going to be $64 for more than 8 kilograms worth of South African geode, flat 961. Then a little bit of Malacola magic. We've got a large cluster here. That's a lovely, almost silicate chrysocolla on top of malachite, white kaolinite, and little black specks of heterogenite. Quite heavy, 4.1 kilograms. It's a beauty. It's heavy as well. What did I say? No, this is 2.95 kilograms. Rated as very good only. It's going to be $115. That's for flat 640. Then one of my favorites. I can't believe it hasn't sold, but I did spot it and I went, oh, you need a breath of fresh air, don't you, my fella? This is 4.1 kilos worth of the most gorgeous Urongo smoky quartz, and it's covered. The peaks are covered by highlight opal. It's spectacular, and the quartz is so beautifully formed as well. Let's just see if I can get any light through these. A little bit.
You want me to grab a torch?
Nah, it's all right. I'm going to take it to the dark room just now. Here we go. That's a beauty, man. That's a statement piece. That is a statement piece. Oh, we meet again, dark room, and here is that statement piece. How about that? That just lights up so beautifully. And I tell you what, I am standing probably 2 meters away from it. Yummy. That's right. It's a beaut, and it's well, $279. I reckon that's pretty cheap for that fella. Flat 707. Then, now I do think we had this in the sale not very long ago, but I literally bumped my toe on it and I went, okay, maybe it's a sign. Maybe he just wants to get out a little bit. This beautiful large red Karui, boy, polished at the base for style. Some beautiful formations here. Look at those clean windows, lovely cascading crystals down the sides. It is a beaut. It's 15.6 kilograms. Rated as very good to A grade. It's going to cost, well, it's going to cost $264. That's for flat 518. Thanks, guys. All right, so I'm going to take just a little bit of a walk just to see what's going on. Yeah, because I feel like, why not? Because the other guys are busy. We've gotten some more blue lace agate in. They'll be coming through. Some of them were really excellent. Generally speaking, Rudy, myself, and Albert thought that the quality could have been better. This is in Vusi's lineup. I see not very much. Much. So yeah, this is what Vusi does. He collects these flats and then he makes up stacks, and the stacks must be different. Ooh. Merlinite. So to give sort of variance to the way that things get uploaded, so you'll have always 4 different things in each stack. So a little bit of balance. There's quite a bit lined up. I'm assuming that we're waiting largely for Nick to return, because Nick is the only one that can allocate prices, so to say. There's Audrey, she's busy. And the guys are still doing the dreaded stock take. That's right. There we go. Oh, that was riveting. You guys have a beautiful Thursday. Saturday, I actually don't know if we're going to do Saturday. Nick comes back tomorrow or Saturday, but I suspect that Saturday is not going to happen again, which is unfortunate for, well, Cara, myself, and for you guys, but somewhere along the line we'll make it up to you. Until then, have a beautiful evening and a week.